We're back. This might be our last segment, but Stocks was like, "Man, we're having so much fun with this segment. Let's keep it going." So, so he wanted to talk about my Lions because that was kind of we broke it down by division. That wasn't kind of necessary, but that's kind of how it went. So, what do you think about my Lions? I'm 1-5 now. I avoided the 1-6. I mean, I used the computer to do it, but I'll take it where I can get it.
You probably learned a little bit playing against a computer. Maybe calm down or whatever what you're doing. Maybe you were jinxing yourself, but now that you got that off that schneid, maybe something can change around. You never know. But as your Lions team, as I look over your Lions team on the defensive side, you build the team the way that I've always liked to build the team, is that's inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And with Sue and Fairley, that's the way you start it, and then you can move a Sean Merriman over to the end, and you have a decent your boy Cliff at your left end, 85. He's a solid pass rusher. Very young. As I look over the team, you don't have too many old,
Nope.
people on your defensive end. Um, Back to the need. The need would be a cornerback or a safety or a free safety.
Corner is definitely my need. Or,
Yeah, that would
or,
definitely be.
or I think offensive lineman.
Yeah, all right. So we'll go back on the offensive side. The offensive side, you got a decent center. You got your left tackle Brackus. Jeff Brackus, 35, so you don't know how long he's gonna last.
Yeah.
But the big thing is you got a three-headed combo of Johnson, Foster, and Stafford. And when you have that, you're gonna make guys like Nate Burleson and uh, even Scheffler pretty decent. Then those guys are going to be left alone. Another guy, he's only 5'11", but a speedy slot wide receiver, Titus Young. I don't know what's his potential.
I think it's a B. If I had to put a
Okay.
stamp on it right now, it might be an A, but it'll be a B. Thing about I like about Titus Young is he's actually not that fast right out of the gate. He's got like his acceleration once he started the route. He's very good at route running. His stats are kind of misleading, honestly, about him. It says he's 5'11", but the way he can jump he's got these like, he's got these like long arms. He's like a robot.
Oh yeah, he's got an 88 speed. Um, his acceleration's a 96. He's got 91 agility,
Yeah.
80 jump. So you're looking at a good slot wide receiver. You can do a lot of little nooks and crannies with him, sit him down. Um, and when you have CJ, over the top, and if you can work him in with Stafford, he should be able to get you a lot of receptions.
And I was like, well, do I want to go offensive line? But really, I mean, I know my offensive line gave up some sacks, but they're not terrible. My offensive line hasn't got Matthew Stafford hurt. Now, obviously, I've thrown some interceptions probably because of my offensive line. Because everyone's like, well, take a sack, but with Matthew, you can't always take a sack. So
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that.
I've rushed some passes a little bit, but I think my offensive line held up pretty good. And my cornerbacks, they're not terrible, but the thing is I got two second corners really. I don't have a first kind of stud lockdown corner. I got
Yeah, you don't need a shutdown corner. You just need a solid all around good corner.
yeah, because I got two corners that are decent, but they're kind of the same, and I need that different type of corner. And hopefully I can get that in the draft. I think I can. I know wide receiver is the deepest position. And we just lost Stocks, but we'll get him back here in a minute. Keep him. There we go.
Yep, I got you.
I think my internet's too far off the table, and the cord keeps on getting tangled up. But we're back now, and yeah, we were talking about. I think I can get that corner in the draft, and I think because corner and wide receiver are the deepest in the drafts, and I think that luckily that plays into my advantage.
Yep. Now, did you want to go over? Give me an AFC team. Let's go AFC. Switch it up on these guys. AFC.
Oh, the Jags. The Jags are 0-6.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, what advice would you give that young kid?
Oh, I can see him getting off the schneid. He should be able to at least come out with 3 wins. So I don't know what I would give him a top 5 pick, maybe most likely.
Yep.
We were actually chit chatting a little while ago about progression for next year. MJD, Mercedes Lewis, Santonio Holmes. He's got three top guys that can really carry an offense. The question comes down to is his quarterback position. Is Gabbert the guy for him? We are not sure if he can carry the team, but maybe he's the type of quarterback that doesn't need to carry the team. Maybe he's more of just a manager and doesn't lose the game for him, because when you have MJD, Lewis, Holmes, those are the guys that should carry you, not Blaine Gabbert. So if you can be more of a game manager with Gabbert, I think he'll have more success long run, because the guy can throw the ball. He's got 90 throw power. So that's the way I look at Gabbert, and I believe he's probably got to be at least a B, if not an A. So his 75 overall should go up. You know.
You gotta think he's an A. I think by next season he's an 85. I really do.
Yeah. So okay, and then maybe you take the reins off of him a little bit.
Because we know that young kids jump a lot in this game. The young studs, the young A's. It's well documented. They're well thought out, well rumored, whatever you want to call it, that the A potentials jump quite a bit. There's a rumor that 77 Fairley goes from an 88. There's a rumor that Blaine Gabbert, he's a 75. He goes to like an 85. So the progressions are all over the place, and I think that makes the game even more fun if I do say so myself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when you have that big of a jump, you can definitely change your team around.
And
Jacksonville's defensive side of the ball, the thing that stands out is he doesn't have a real playmaker. He's got a decent defense off the line. He's still got old Campman, Tyson Alou, stuff like that, but he doesn't have that standout playmaker / game changer on the defensive side of the ball. And it on the Jag side it's more definitive to exploit his weakness on a team when you don't have a playmaker. When you have a playmaker on defense, you're kind of always aware of that. Julius Peppers, someone like that, or someone, Clay Matthews, that's going to come around the corner, and you're aware of him. Jacksonville, you kind of just, you're not aware of anybody, so you just exploit whatever's open and attack it. And I think that would be his biggest need, would be to go get a playmaker anywhere. Best player available on defense is the way I would go. There's really nobody he doesn't have any super old guys, but
no.
The way to get a havoc is a pass rusher.
He needs to replace Mathis, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's got Randall Gay and Derek Cox, but you just need somebody on defense that's can change a game and win a game for you, but he doesn't have that right now.
No. That's very good. And talking about Blaine Gabbert, maybe not this year, but he's got a little bit of Eli Manning to me in him. He's kind of that manager, kind of that daredevil type, but some games he's gonna look phenomenal, and in other games he's not gonna look so good. I think Eli Manning, he also has underrated throwing power, but his throwing power is so erratic sometimes. I think Blaine Gabbert reminds me a lot of Eli Manning. Let's go on to another team. We got about 5 minutes left here, Stocks. Let's talk about the Giants. Let's talk about the Giants, man.
The New York Giants.
Yep.
The undefeated New York Giants.
Yes, I don't think they get enough love still. We did a podcast about them earlier, but no one's talking about the Giants. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
This is where you look at the team, you look at the players. He hasn't done anything in free agency. He hasn't made any big trades. This player is a scary player because he's playing with the system that he was given. So what this means is this player knows the Giants, he knows the players, and he knows the Madden sticks. And he knows the playbook, and he knows the defense. And that's coming up with W after W after W. And he's pounding the rock with Bradshaw. Eli is not making any very many mistakes. And he's fitting the ball in where he needs to. And the defensive side is doing just good enough, you know. The offensive line is really, really good. Akeem Nicks he's an 89, and he doesn't get any talk of the top wide receivers in our league.
No.
You know, he's an underachiever or whatever you want to call him, but he's just a good all-around wide receiver. He can do everything.
Yep. Yeah, that's a very good point. I think the Giants is a dangerous team. I don't think anyone's given credit yet. No, I think it's a mistake. I think it's honestly a mistake if you're not giving that team credit. A little shout out. We only got about 3 minutes left here, so a quick shout out. I promise we'll get to you next time. But the Washington Redskins. That team is the worst team statistically with the quarterback issues, with this and that, and they don't have a lot of Madden skill. I know they're doing good kind of in real life too. That guy, he gets things done. He just beat the Eagles.
Yes, 23-20.
And that's like polar opposites to me. I mean, Eagles got all the talent, Madden talent. This guy has very little, but he's using what he has. I don't think he's made any big trades, so my cat's off to him as the owner of the week this week.
Oh yeah, definitely. I give you 2 thumbs up. From what you have to work with, you're obviously putting in the practice offline, because I wouldn't know how to do that. You know what I mean? I can't comprehend with the Redskins, with the players he has to beat a powerhouse Philly team. So whatever he's doing
is working.
It's working, and he's got a bright outlook. You know.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know how to use that team because I only got one win with a very potent offense. But I would guess he's going to Cooley a lot. He's using that run game. That defense is not very, not horrible. They got Hall, Daniel Hall. They got
London Fletcher, Lamar Landry.
So that defense is good. The offense and the quarterback, I don't know how he's making it work, but we talked about that last week with the Bills and Brad Smith. Unfortunately, now we don't got a Bills owner. He went to the Ravens, like we've mentioned. But, I mean, sometimes you just got to use the players you have. And if you're a good player, good players win. And that's how it goes.
Exactly.
That's it for me. If Stocks wants to close it up with any last thoughts, otherwise we'll be done. And hopefully this works. Hopefully you can hear us, and hopefully you're proud of us because we came and we delivered, and I just lost him again. We're having some problems. Then here you are. We got about I was saying to people we got about 2 minutes, man. And
okay.
I'm done. If you want to finish up the show, I'm just proud that we were able to do the show. I mean, I think that takes it. It took a lot from me. It took a lot from you, and hopefully the people appreciate that because me and Stocks really did work our asses off trying to figure out how we can get this delivered to you, and I'm hoping it comes across all right. The audio's fine and all that. So about a minute, you can close it up, man.
Yeah, no, I'll finish up by saying, me and Logan seem like we're pretty diehards. We've been going at it for at least 6 weeks now. We really like doing this. We like putting the effort and the time in, and we're just trying to have fun and keep this league going by helping out our part. If you guys like it, definitely let us know. If there's any ideas, let us know.
Hell, if you guys hate it, let us know. I mean, you gotta let us know either way.
Yeah, we need some ratings, good or bad, because we can learn.
Tell us if we're doing bad. We'll fix it. I mean, we got better on our own. We got better chemistry, but you guys are the ultimate, decision makers.
Exactly.
We got to run so you guys can hear it. Peace out, guys.
Peace.